Hey everybody, what's happening? Son of a Silver Stacker here. In today's numismatic news and information for the 13th day of June 2022, I'd like to welcome you over to APMEX so we can look at those live spot prices. However, before we do that, I'm going to welcome you to join us to a good morning to you with Tiny Numismatics number 160. Can you believe it? 160. That's going to be at 9:30 a.m. this morning, 6:30 a.m. Pacific. Now, next thing we're going to be doing, we're going to be talking about those Wilma Mankiller quarters. That's the drop tomorrow. This is going to be at 11:40 a.m. Eastern Time, 8:40 a.m. Pacific. This is going to be a big deal, probably one of the biggest quarter drops the United States Mint has had in quite some time. Now let's head over here to APMEX. I'll show you those spot prices. Looks like gold's down 1560 to 1866 even Steven. Silver down 40 cents to 21.79. Platinum down 26 to 965.50, and palladium 1927 even Steven. Looks like palladium's on its way to meet gold to a 1-to-1 ratio. And silver's below $22, and gold is still above $18.50. That's just remarkable, even after getting beat up like that. Now, over here to the United States Mint, and you know what we're talking about. We're talking about, bam, there it is, the American Women Quarters, the 2022 rolls and bags for the Wilma Mankiller. And that's the American Women Quarters program, and this is the third to be featured from this particular set. Now we have two more after this, Nina Otero Warren and Anna Mae Wong, and that will complete 2022, and then we'll be looking forward to the 2023 honorees, and those already have been selected, and there's videos that I've done in the past that show you who those new honorees are for 2023. Now, with this particular one, it is special. It's the third one. We know that the United States Mint did an early special release drop from Oklahoma, and some of those coins were already selling on eBay, and they've been postmarked the 6th and the 7th, and I believe some of the 8th, and they are selling with some of the swag that came along with it. Kind of cool items. Now, let's talk about this Wilma Mankiller quarter. The United States Mint has been charging us since Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon. They've also been going into people's accounts and, well, putting a cap on their enrollments. And it isn't for the bags, okay, for Philadelphia and Denver. And it isn't for the Philadelphia and Denver rolls, not that I've heard of. It's for the Philadelphia, Denver, and the San Francisco rolls. Now, what does that tell you? It tells you that the United States Mint realizes what they've done is kind of, well, let's face it, kind of a boo-boo. And they've had to go in and rectify that a few times. Now, they've done that with the Sally Ride quarters, and they did that with the, obviously, the ones we're here talking today. And I'm not sure. I think the first time they did this was on the Maya Angelou enrollments. That was quite surprising. Now, let's go ahead and talk about this product a little bit further detail. Now, it says this product, this is the 3-roll set we're talking about, and that is featuring the Philadelphia, the Denver, and the San Francisco roll. It was available, or it will be available, for $54. And it is on June 14, 2022. That's at noon tomorrow. Now, but it says here in these 2 bullet points, because of overwhelming demand, much, if not all, right, that's my part, much of the production of the 100-coin bags and 2- and 3-roll sets is accounted for through enrollments. Well, just after what they've done yesterday and what we've heard, they've capped people's enrollments. I would imagine that some of these products will be available tomorrow, and I think that is amazing. Thank you for that, Mint. Now, it says here, should any inventory become available, those products will be made available via the Remind Me feature, and I don't recommend this very much unless it's a product that's maybe a couple of years old, maybe, but not a hot item like this. For a particular item like this, you have to show up at noon, well, actually before noon tomorrow. That's why we start at 11:40. That way you can get signed in and make sure you don't get logged out due to inactivity. Make sure you get, listen. So if you're going to be getting this tomorrow, I would have probably 2 or 3 pages of one particular product up, if that's what you're getting, and maybe 2 or 3 pages of the 100-coin bag, or the 100-coin bag from Philadelphia and Denver, or the rolls from Philadelphia and Denver. That way you can, if one page seizes up, or you get a weird message from the Mint like I did this morning when I was doing this video, you can proceed to the next step, because you're like, hey, you know what, this page froze, let's go to the next one. I can, it's like a backup plan B and C. So that's pretty cool. Now, there is a product limit of this of 7620, and I'm going to show you the view page source and show you exactly how many of these are available right now when I type in data available. Here we go, and it shows you that there's 7582 when the Mint says that there's 7620. Now, what the Mint's going to do between here and noon tomorrow is that they're going to now show the difference between this 7582 and all of the product enrollments. Now, once they do that, I imagine there'll probably be less than 100 tomorrow when these come available. Less than 100, could you imagine? And I think we're at about 77 to 75 for the Dr. Sally Ride quarters when they showed that difference from the product limit and the enrollment. So this is going to be quite interesting indeed. Now let's go over here to I think it is a now Silver Wolverine did a video yesterday about the products being capped out at 4, and I did a poll around that same time yesterday, and the poll says here in about 105 votes, it says U.S. Mint has been lowering people's enrollments for the 2022 Wilma Mankiller quarter release. Are you one of them? Yes, 20% of the 105 folks said yes. No, 27% not sure. That's a idiocracy moment right there. I had to put that in there. And then wasn't enrolled to begin with. So just about a half people were not enrolled to begin with. And I would imagine if you weren't enrolled, how many of that 47% will be going for the rolls tomorrow? I guess I could have put that one in there. Now, let's check to see what these are selling for on eBay. And really, the reason I'm asking this right now is, well, it's this question here at the top. How many sales will be canceled that have already taken place, like this one you see here with the green? How many of these sales will be canceled because the U.S. Mint went into people's accounts and lowered their product enrollments? That is probably one of the most important questions we can be asking, because we know the Mint goes out of their way to look at the secondary market. So the Mint is actually affecting all of these sales that have happened. And do these sellers, can they do anything? Is there any recourse that these sellers have, or the buyers to the sellers? And I would imagine no, since it's the Mint and they can pretty much do whatever they want whenever they want. Now let's go over here some of these sales. Now this is the 3 coins for $5. 3 coins here for $4.29 plus 69-cent shipping. So about $5. So $5 for the 3 coins. This one's the P&D, $2.65. You can clearly see that the S is going to be the most popular, because look at that, it's $2.50-ish, and then we have $5 here, $5 there. So that means the remainder of this money goes for the S. Now here we go. Here are the 3 rolls. PDS, Wilma Mankiller, American Women Quarters, rare, definitely, $259 3 roll, and like Silver Wolverine said, this could be the year of the clad, because let's face it, we looked at those American Silver Eagles. They didn't sell out for a couple days, but look at this. The American Women Quarters clads are selling out in a matter of moments. Now, this one sold for $3.73, a P and a D. This one sold for $199. That's a 3-roll P, D, and S. These are very special quarters. Now, one thing I think that this is going to buck the trend is that normally when items come out and they're pretty hot, they stay hot for a very short time. Like, that's that old saying, you strike when the iron's hot. That way you get the most effective, most efficient strike. Well, I don't believe that these will go down that much. Maybe 150, maybe 160. However, being that, and Tiny Numismatic said it himself, these may be the lowest minted American Women Quarters out of all of them. And I would not be selling any of these on eBay until we find out those numbers. That way you can adjust the price accordingly. Now, with that said, let me go ahead and pop over here to my plus ones today. This one here, I forget. Oh, yeah, it's Boston. Foreplay long time. It's the official video, and it is in high definition, so it's got that quality sound. And I didn't know those were guitars. Guitars are pretty cool. So that's an awesome song, great song. It's a cool song to get you going in the morning. Feels good. It's right. And bam, there's the other plus one. It says here, speak your mind, even if your voice shakes. You ever done that when you're talking? You meant it so much. You were just like, I got to get this out no matter how much it hurts. There it is. So there it is, folks. I want to thank you all for watching. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you do like what you hear and see, please subscribe to this channel and Tiny Numismatics channel as well. Son of a Silver Stacker, out.